Is it possible to get rid of your favorite editing software and instead edit your videos inside of Microsoft PowerPoint? It's such a crazy idea, but obviously the first thing we have to do is import a video. I think it can be done if we go to Insert and Video, Movie from File. Okay, and there it is. But when it comes to video editing, what I want to figure out how to do first is how to trim the video. And surprisingly, there is a way to do that. Playback. Trim video, yes. A very janky menu, it's very limited, but we should be able to cut some parts out. I kind of have like the starting of this video where I kind of messed up, the first few seconds. I think let's trim those ones. And trim. And actually I forgot to do the ending as well. There's a slight part we have to cut off. Yes, something like this. So we have trimmed the video so far, but it only gets more complex from here. Now let's say I want to cut out a part of the video or middle of the video or cut it up in multiple different parts. Now we have to figure out how to do that. Let's go ahead and duplicate this slide, and actually let's duplicate it once more. Let's select it, let's go to playback, let's go to trim. Okay, I'm gonna have to maybe note the timestamp or something. So let's say I want cut somewhere at around 28652 and I want to cut out until like this part or something. 28652 trim. Okay, then let's go to this part. Trim. This is where we have cut the previous one, and let's say I want to cut all of this off, and this is the rest of the video. Okay. Trim. And actually, now that I think about it, we don't even need this one. So let's delete this slide. So it ends right here, and the next slide starts right here. I'm kind of confused myself. What did I just do? Okay, so we have successfully cut out a middle part of the video. Yeah, maybe don't do this at home. But then the next thing I wanted to do is see if maybe we can add some shapes. Let's go to Insert, Shapes, and let's take this one, Rectangle, and draw it. God, does PowerPoint have like a layers panel? Like a proper one. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, but here's our shape. And maybe let's change the color. Okay, I think this one should do. And now let's also put some text inside of this box. Hello, YouTube. Text fill black. How do I make the text bigger? And now what I also want to do, I want to put some transitions, like morph. No, that just adds to the beginning of the slide. That's not what I need. I wish I could add some transitions, like ease into this, only this object. Maybe let's figure this one out later, or never. Now we also have shapes and we have a title which stays on the whole video. But then one more very critical thing that I have for my videos is the ability to zoom in, and I also need to zoom out. I don't think PowerPoint has traditional keyframes since it's not really an editing software, but there is sort of like a trick that we can do to make it happen. So let's duplicate this slide. Let's take this one and let's trim it. Okay, so let's say 2208. And now let's go on this one, also trim. Or wait, actually, I can just duplicate the trimmed slide and I can somehow take it to be the rest of the video. Okay, now it should be precise. Trim. Between these parts, I have to zoom in and add the morph transition as well. So let's just take this one by the sides and let's zoom into the calculator. I have to kind of orient by this little preview right here. So now it's zoomed in, and we also need the morph transition for the whole clip. Okay, that looks weird. And how do I make it jump to the next slide? It's gonna open up the calculator and it's gonna zoom in. I hope so, at least. Please work. So I'm opening up the calculator. It doesn't play my video after the animation. Maybe I can fix that somehow. And my PowerPoint crashed. Interesting. Microsoft PowerPoint is very much like Adobe Premiere Pro. Select the video, go to Playback tab and set Start to Automatic. Playback start automatically. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And it's gonna start any second. It finished the transition and it started playing the video. So that's great, automatically. But one more thing we also have to fix is how to make the slides switch on themselves automatically. Because right now I have to specifically click on them. To make a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation switch slides automatically, navigate to transitions, locate timing. Let's set it to skip after 21 seconds. Because the video is 20 point something long. So this is our first slide. Let's say it finishes. It goes to the next slide. And this one also finishes, and this one should also be going to the next slide, and once it's at the next slide, that's where the zoom in happens. What we have accomplished today is we have inserted the video, we have trimmed it, we have cut it, we have inserted shapes and titles, we have zoomed in successfully, and everything is kind of glued together into a sequence. It's like held together with spaghetti. I think you can use Microsoft PowerPoint to edit your videos. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna be using from now on. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and you might be also interested in this one, so you can click on it.